It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Saturday, the 2nd of December. I'm Michael Groff. A warm and dry weekend ahead, but a cold front will sweep through the state Monday night into Tuesday, bringing us the coolest temperatures we've had so far this fall and winter season thus far. But then a warm up for the end of the week and into next weekend, temperatures going well above average again. And the bottom line is no rain expected for the next 10 days. And we'll see how long this weather pattern persists as we get out there and talk about it this morning. 78 degrees was the high in the valley yesterday. That is almost 10 degrees above average. And look at that low temperature. That actually occurred at 11:59 p.m. and it was still good enough for a record warm low, 61 degrees. Wow. Outside right now here at 5:15 a.m., yes, we start the day out again at 61 degrees. The dew point at 39, humidity 45%. The winds are light and the barometer is steady. And if that temperature of 61 holds, we'll set another record warm morning. Temperatures around the area this morning, kind of a hodgepodge out there. 46 at Fort McDowell. It's 47 in Buckeye. 55 in Glendale. The warmer temperatures are over the central and east valley where the clouds are still holding on. The water vapor satellite view shows our cutoff low that we've had around here for the last few days. It is now starting to transition to the east, moving over northwest Mexico. And as it does, the clouds will slowly decrease throughout the morning hours and just leave us partly cloudy through the day. The watch warning map is pretty quiet. There's some winter weather advisories and wind advisories out here in the west in association with another incoming trough. Lots of dense fog along the Gulf Coast and through much of the southeast this morning. The convective outlook for today, no organized areas of severe weather across the country. A little bit of thunder possible along the Pacific Northwest coast. Otherwise, the country is very quiet. And speaking of quiet, here's our rainfall chart from the WPC, the QPF for the next 7 days. No rain expected. No rain likely for the next 10 days, probably not even for the next 2 weeks. And we'll talk about why that is as we go to the modeling right now. And here's the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. The upper look at 18,000 feet. Our little area of low pressure will pass to the south of Arizona today and weaken as it does. Mostly cloudy skies this morning give way to partly cloudy skies through the day. Down at the surface, a beautiful day overall, albeit warmer than average. We should be in the upper 60s this time of year. Today, we'll top out around 77 to 80. Tonight, mostly clear skies, lows in the upper 40s to upper 50s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, highs 77 to 80. That trough begins to move through the Intermountain West. On Monday, a surface cold front will drag through the state, and it'll get breezy to locally windy at times, especially in northern Arizona. But I don't think we're going to have wind advisory type of wind gusts, 20 to 25 miles per hour or so. Highs in the mid-70s. Tuesday, the cool air finally works in here. Again, locally gusty winds at times. Highs in the mid to upper 60s. So that'll feel a little bit refreshing. Now, the only tricky part of this forecast is the overnight lows Tuesday night into Wednesday morning will be quite a big spread here. Probably around 40 in the cool spots, but if you're in an area that's more prone to some gusty winds, might still have lows in the low 50s. So a pretty big spread for the overnight lows, but then highs on Wednesday should be in the upper 60s to about 70. Lower 70s on Thursday. Again, locally gusty winds will mean variable overnight lows, but high temperatures will top out nicely again on Friday in the low to mid 70s. And a week from today, Saturday, the 9th of December, a very high amplitude blocked pattern sets up across much of North America. This is widely agreed upon by the global models. So we have big ridging out here in the west and into the northeast Pacific with a trough in the eastern half of the country. Very active and cold conditions in the Great Lakes in the northeast, but the trough extends all the way down to the Gulf Coast. That holds true for Sunday the 10th, and then finally the end of the 10-day forecast period, Monday the 11th of December. I promise I'm showing you different maps every single day. They just look almost identical. And let's just keep going. Why not? All the way out to Saturday the 16th of December. This is coming off of the European ensemble, and this is still showing ridging in the west, troughing in the east. And if this happens to verify, which it very likely will, warm and dry conditions will continue here in the southwest with temperatures above average and very little hope of any precipitation for at least the next 2 weeks. All right, let's look at the temperatures coming off of the GFS ensemble. We will cool it down this week. The tricky part is going to be those overnight lows. I'm not sure we're going to get in the low 40s in the mid-city, but some spots likely will. It all depends on the wind. The dry air is going to help us to cool off at night, that's for sure. And and that'll be coming in here after that cold front passes us by. But more or less, high temperatures are going to stay above average for the foreseeable future. And that is going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is going to come back here on Monday morning. And if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there and have a great weekend.